Hello everyone. Yeah, in the previous class, we have seen the setup of DBT Snowflake, and prior to that, we have seen Python installation, VS Code installation, and Snowflake trial account setup also. Even we created the DBT project by using dbt init command. We created the DBT project. In the DBT project, these are the folders that we have: analysis, logs, macros, models, seeds, snapshots, tests. And if you see the YAML file, DBT project YAML file, so here you can see what is the name of the project. So this is the name that we gave to the project, DBT project. So with this same name, we have a folder. Here under that folder, we have these many folders. So for each and every, there is path, model path, analysis path, test paths, like that. So for everything we have path. So if we cover all these things one after the other, so that's all. We can we can complete the DBT by covering all these things. Okay. And when it comes to line number 32 and 33, and this is also very important. Under this we can define our materializations. We'll cover this one when we cover the materializations in the DBT. So there are like five types of materializations. We will see all of them later. First, we'll try to cover the models here. So under models folder, we have examples. Under examples, we have two models are there. So we deleted all of them. Okay. So before going to create our first model, I just would like to give few details about DBT. Okay. So usually the ETL project, usually we do extract the source. If it is source, then we extract it. Then we do transformation, transform the data, then load into the target. Okay, so this is target table. So this is how we generally follow. But when it comes to DBT, I'll tell you where the DBT comes into the picture. So my Snowflake um, table, I have Snowflake table. So the first one, Snowflake, maybe I could say landing table or raw table. I would say raw table. Okay. Before coming to this, we have in the Snowflake, we have Snowflake stages. SF, nothing but Snowflake stages. We have two types of stages: internal stage, external stage. So we'll be covering internal stage only here. External stage we will cover later. First, we are going to use internal stage to accommodate our files. Okay. So in the on premise, we have, in our example, I'm going to take CSV file. So the CSV file is loaded into stages. So this is by using put command. Then once we get the CSV file into the Snowflake stages, then using copy into command, copy into, using copy into command, we can load the Snowflake table. Then once we get the data into our landing table or raw table, then here we leverage the DBT and we write the .sql file. I mean to say, we write the SQL within the file, wherein we have the logic, the business logic that we are going to use. That is nothing but model. In the DBT model, nothing but it's SQL only. which is wrapped within the file, .sql file. That .sql file is nothing but DBT model. So that DBT model, in other words, what I'm trying to say is the DBT does not handle the extraction part. That means from the on-premise, this is from on-premise. From the on-premise, maybe it is local server. And in our example, we are going to upload this file from the local, and we upload that file into Snowflake stage. And from the stage, we try to load the data into the landing table in the Snowflake using copy into command. So this part is not taken care by DBT. So DBT handles the data when the data is there in the Snowflake tables. Okay, so DBT, it will make use of the SQL, and using that SQL, it will transform the data. Okay, so when you transform the data, that means you write the transformation logic within the model with the model name only. Either we create the view or table based on the materializations. Based on the materializations that we gave within the model, then the DBT will create either view or table. There is other materialization also, that is materialized view. Materialized view, as you know, in any database we have materialized view is there. Okay, so based on the materializations, the DBT will create view or table or materialized view. So this is where the DBT comes into the picture. So DBT takes the data from the tables by using SQL queries, and it will transform. Again, it will load the data into either table or view. So this is what. So in other words, what I'm saying is DBT is TL tool, transform and loading tool. It's not ETL. For extraction purpose, we can go for any other tool. Maybe we can take, like, Fivetran or Core Python. We can make use of Core Python, or any other ETL tool that we can make use of. But once we get the data into the table, Snowflake table, then we can make use of the DBT by writing the models within the DBT. By running the model, we can either create view or table or materialized view. Yeah, so this is where the DBT comes into picture. So DBT is not ETL, it is TL tool, transformation and loading tool. Extraction part, it will not take care of. Okay, thank you. We'll connect in the next class.